All right,
yes.
now, well,
okay.
It's time. Sports.
Yeah, and we're handing over the baton now to Solomon Ajuziogo, and he'll be talking about the Queen's baton. Over to you now, Solomon.
Thank you very much, Ngozi. Well, the Queen's baton arrived in Nigeria over the weekend, and the touch will have a busy day today. Governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, will receive the baton this morning at the Government House in Alausa, Ikeja. After a brief relay inside the Government House, the Queen's baton will then start its journey through the streets of Lagos to the National Stadium in Surulere. Former captain of the Nigerian athletics team, Yusuf Ali, will lead a host of former athletes as they carry the torch around after a ceremony at the National Stadium. On its journey, the baton relay team will visit the Hearts of Good Hospice and the Pacheli School for the Blind with the message of hope, unity, peace, and friendship.
The biggest thing that we want is that we want everybody, where possible, to touch the baton. So, Mr. President, here we are. We invite you to the Commonwealth Games. Nigeria is one of the powerful members of the Commonwealth Games, and we expect Nigeria to do what they normally do in the past, bring medals. We went to the Paralympics and we saw how they collected all the gold medals. We were worried as to, wow, is there anything left? Now we want that same spirit to happen at the Commonwealth Games. Go there and collect all the gold medals. We don't want to be members or a number. We want to be competitive.
The significance is that we are going to participate in Gold Coast Commonwealth Game in 2018. Allah, what you say, we are going to collect as many gold medals as possible. We are assuring you that we'll do our best to make sure that Nigeria fully participated in the game and will do well there. We'll make our country proud while we are there.
Well, the baton there, busy day for it. Now to football matters. Was fireworks over the weekend in the local league. Plateau United have returned to the summit of the Nigeria Professional Football League after a 1-0 win against Wicked Tourist on Sunday. Plateau's goal was scored by Ruben Bala from the penalty spot on 57 minutes, following a handball inside the penalty box. Deposed leaders MFM FC were thrashed 4-0 away to Nasarawa United. The loss saw MFM drop to third in the league. El Kanemi Warriors moved second with a 1-0 win against Kano Pillars. Eyimba came from a goal down to beat champions Rangers 2-1 in the Southeast matchup.
The rest of the sports stories. Talk to us more about this baton that has to go around, I suppose, through the Commonwealth countries. I mean, it's the Commonwealth Games after all. Why is it significant, really, to take this baton around?
Well, the thing about it is that the Commonwealth Games is an event that comes up, a multi-sport championship that comes up every 4 years, like the Olympic Games or like the World Cup. And of course, it comes up in the World Cup year. Now, the Queen's baton relay is the same as when you say the Olympic torch relay. It's intended to move the torch around all the participating countries and to make sure that the people have the feel of the games and start preparing. It's 1 year to the games, and of course it comes up every 4 years, but 1 year to the game, then the activities have to rev up, countries have to start preparing or start putting final touches to their preparations to the games. And the significant thing about this torch is also that the Queen of England, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, has a message right inside that torch that is read out to all the peoples of the Commonwealth.
Do we have an idea what that message might be?
Well, it will be opened for the first time on the 4th of April 2018 during the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games in the Gold Coast.
All right,
but
Solomon,
essentially, it's about hope, unity, peace, and friendship.
Of course, we can understand that anyway. But we know, talking about the level of preparations now, that's always been a cause of worry and a main topic of discussion when we have games of this nature. What's the Nigerian side up to? I mean, how really prepared are we? It's 2018 after all.
Well, at this moment, well, the officials will tell you they are preparing. They are preparing. It's so easy to say they are preparing. But the only way you measure how prepared the Nigerian contingent are going for the games, the only way you measure their preparation is when we begin to see them take part in some tournaments, in some competitions, both local and international. From now till then we'll know exactly how prepared they are, because the Commonwealth Games or the Olympic Games or the World Cup is not the sort of tournament that you prepare for, say, in 6 months or in 1 year. A lot of the countries who want to win medals there have started preparing like 4-6 years ago for this particular event. So for Nigeria, we'll see as it goes, but an indication that the preparation is not as strong as we would want it is that the Nigeria Olympic Committee and the Sports Ministry have not decided, 1 year to the Games, have not decided exactly how many sports Nigeria will be going with. They are still guessing.
Can you beat that? Solomon, I'm sure you have some more stories for us. Let me just allow that pass.
Right. We have football, just one football story. Nigerian midfielder Wilfred Ndidi is elated to score his first goal in the English Premier League over the weekend. Ndidi scored the opening goal in defending champions Leicester City's 2-0 victory over Stoke City. The Nigerian midfielder, who joined Leicester in January, blasted home the ball in the 25th minute before striker Jamie Vardy sealed the victory with the second goal. Elsewhere, Chelsea, playing without Victor Moses, suffered a shock 2-1 loss to Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea started the game on a bright note, with Fabregas giving them the lead in the 5th minute, but Crystal Palace fought back to peg the scoreline back to 1-1 4 minutes later, before going on to claim all 3 points through an 11-minute Benteke goal. This is a first loss for Chelsea at the Bridge in 7 months, and it sits their lead cut to 7 points, throwing open the title race. Now, in Asia, captain of the Super Eagles, John Mikel Obi, also scored his first goal for Chinese Super League side Tianjin Teda. Mikel Obi scored the opening goal as Teda cruised to a 2-0 victory over Chongqing Lifan in the league.
All right, Solomon, really interesting one there. I'm excited for Mikel, really. I mean, he scored his first goal. Finally, I guess he'll be earning his pay now.
Well,
I guess.
I think so, but then we'll wait to see if he will be around for the next match. You remember that when Nigeria played Senegal, all the Nigerian players playing in China were not invited for one reason or the other. But let's see if the coach will call them back this time, because the argument is still raging whether the best Nigerian players are abroad or at home.
And talking about this Asia move now, really, how can you quantify now, you know, the level of our boys and girls, if I may add, over there in Asia? I mean, has it really been worth it?
Well, it is said that good football, professional football, is propelled by money. The Chinese certainly have realized that, and they've pumped in so much money. If you want the best players around, you have to use money to attract them. The English Premier League today has attracted some of the best players in the world because there's so much money in it. The Chinese are trying to shift the paradigm, you know. They're trying to make their league the focal point, promote the league, because they have a target to win the World Cup, say, in 2030. Mikel Obi has seen everything in Europe. He has won the Champions League, he has won the league, he has won the Europa League, he has won everything a player needs to win in Europe with one club, with Chelsea. So he's gone to China, he's in his twilight, 29, it's like extra year now, and to go to China to earn the money, I think is a good idea. And with the level of players that have been brought in to the Chinese Super League, maybe the quality will go on higher and higher from year to year. And
like you said, you know, Mikel he's been there, done that, bought a t-shirt. But this Chelsea lost to Crystal Palace, 2-1. Did you expect it?
Victor Moses wasn't there, so we would say that probably that had a very serious effect. There's hardly any match they've lost in 7 months with Victor Moses playing. The fact that Victor Moses didn't play probably says a lot about the weakness in the team without him. Maybe in the next match, if he's still not available in the next match, then we'll see how true that is.
Okay, and Solomon.
Of course, well, so much talk about. Perhaps a little word now for home football just before we end the show today. MFM, we've seen their stunts so far. And with this weekend now, your thoughts, Solomon?
Well, 4-0 is not a good result at all for a team that was topping the league and has been playing so well. But that tells you the extremes in the Nigerian league. Some people say because of sort of outcomes like this that the league is very, very competitive. I mean, a team that's been on top, you know, struggling with Plateau United, going to a place like Nasarawa United and getting thumped 4-0. And where is Nasarawa United on the league table? Now, that's some thought. Maybe when they get back home in midweek, they will be able to recover from that loss. But 4-0 for league leaders,
that's a lot.
I mean, that's awful.
And that's football for you.
Exactly.
You never can tell.
Sometimes the underdogs are the ones who actually just take it off. Okay, that's how it's been here on TVC Breakfast this Monday morning, Manic Monday. Just try as much as possible to keep it sane. Really, we've tried here. Thank you so much. Of course, so much to look forward to for the rest of the week. We'll be here 7 to 9 every morning. I am Ngozi Alibu, wishing you a beautiful Monday.
And I am Kemi Fola Adeyemo. Thanks for being with us and have a bright weekend.